after the storm, of a life lived in the heat of political controversy, there is a great calm. The storm of conflicting opinions centres on the Mrs. Thatcher, who became a symbolic figure, even an ism. One thing that everyone has noted is the courtesy and personal kindness which she showed to those who worked for her, as well as her capacity to reach out to the young and often also to those who were not, in the world's eyes, important. The letter from a young boy early on in her time as Prime Minister is a typical example. 9-year-old David wrote to say, "Last night, when we were saying prayers, my daddy said everyone has done wrong things except Jesus. And I said, I don't think you have done bad things because you are the Prime Minister. Am I right, or is my daddy?" Now, perhaps the most remarkable thing is that the Prime Minister replied in her own hand in a very straightforward letter which took the question seriously. And she said, "However good we try to be, we can never be as kind, gentle, and wise as Jesus. There will be times when we do or say something we wish we hadn't done, and we shall be sorry and try not to do it again." I was once sitting next to her at some city function, and in the midst of describing how Hayek's road to serfdom had influenced her thinking, she suddenly grasped my wrist and said very emphatically, "Don't touch the duck pate, Bishop. It's very fattening." It's easy to forget the immense hurdles she had to climb, beginning in the upper floors of her father's grocer's shop in Grantham, through Oxford as a scientist and later as part of the team that invented Mr. Whippy ice cream. She embarked upon a political career. She had experienced many rebuffs along the way, often on the short list for candidates, only to be disqualified by prejudice against a woman, and worse, a woman with children. It's entirely right that in the Dean's bidding there was a reference to the lifelong companionship she enjoyed with Dennis. As we all know, the manner of her leaving office was traumatic, but the loss of Dennis was a grievous blow indeed. And then there was a struggle with increasing debility, from which she has now been liberated. Rest eternal grant unto her, O Lord, and let light perpetual shine upon her.